Alright, guys. This is DB's Shellfish tier list rundown. So I'm going to talk about the placements on this shellfish tier list I made. What are my qualifications for this? Well, I cook a lot of shellfish and seafood in general. This is stuff I've made. I have this Instagram where I post stuff sometimes. And I've actually made and cooked, been trained to cook a lot of shellfish. Also, I live in New York. This is my house. So I've been to some of the best shellfish and seafood places in the US. Yes. Now with the tier list, let's jump in. So if you guys notice in this tier list, I don't even have F tier because there's no terrible shellfish. I don't even have a D tier. So everything on this tier list by default is like pretty solid. So I actually like everything on this tier list. So guys, C tier. Conch. This is a conch. I've had conch twice. The first time was in India. It was grilled. I didn't really like it. Didn't taste like much. The texture was alright. The second time was in New York recently. It was actually very good. It looked more like this one on the right. It was like grilled, or no, fried fritters. So I've never cooked conch before, so it's alright. It's fine. It's conch, you know? It's okay. Next is crawfish. I haven't cooked crawfish either. So the C tier are the two things I've actually never cooked before. I've had crawfish in New Orleans. I've had like the best crawfish, and it's just all right. You know, it's cool. It's always like a crawfish broil or boil. It's always pretty solid. Not that much range on it. It's just, you know, it's crawfish. It's cool. It's whatever. B tier, we got snails. Snails are underrated, I think. Escargot. I've had escargot in France and in the US. It's pretty good. I definitely like escargot. When done well, yeah, it's very good. These are grilled snails on the side, like marinated and grilled snails. Those are very good too. These ones I made. Yeah, snails. They're a little underrated, I think. Next we got shrimp. Shrimp, maybe a little overrated in my opinion. I have them B. So B tier is still good. These are good things. I have shrimp a lot. But I mean, the best shrimp I've had is in the left tier. This is at a restaurant in New York called Maria. Shrimp pasta. This was really good. But shrimp cocktail, I mean, it's just alright. It's just like I don't know. Shrimp are the range on them. I think it can't really be that bad. Unless you overcook them, they can be kind of bad, and then they can't ever like blow your mind. You know, they're shrimp. They're definitely tasty. They're really easy to cook. But like, I don't know. They're not a god tier shellfish for me. Next, scallops. Look at this thing. Scallops. I like this is scallop crudo. It's raw on the left, and then like a seared scallop dish over here. Exo scallop. Scallops are good. You know, I like scallops. They're pretty easy to cook. Also, they're good raw and cooked. Yeah, scallops. Now we have the A tier. But yeah, for scallops, I don't think they can ever really blow someone's mind. They're good, but they're not too crazy. A tier though, crabs, really good. This is king crab on the left. And then we got like a crab pasta going on. Crab's very versatile. You can have a lot of ways, a lot of different types of crabs. I love crab. It's really good. A little underrated maybe, if anything. Mussels. Very good. I mean, mussel pastas. These are like stuffed or like baked mussels. Over here, yeah, mussels, really good. Really easy to cook. Really versatile. You can do them in a lot of different cuisines. Mussels are awesome. They taste very good. Just not as good as some of the shelled counterparts I have above them. Lobster. Now, lobster's A tier. It's still very good. It's really, really good. But I think it's a little overrated. Lobster rolls, really good. These are Connecticut lobster rolls. This is like a lobster ravioli. Lobster is great. It's just, I think it's a little overrated. I don't think it's like way better than crab or anything. I think it's in the same tier. Has a great flavor. but it's super expensive, and just because of its, I think everyone puts it as just the god top tier shellfish always. That almost knocks it down a little bit for me. So it's A tier, but it's lobster. It's cool. It's great. Sea urchin, uni. It's really good. It's like uni on sashimi or uni nigiri. Really good. These are like uni ceviche bowls. Uni's really good. Yeah, it's super tasty. It's weird, but it's like a super unique, good flavor. Uni. S tier. Here's my favorites. We got clams. I mean, on the left here, this is a clam dish I had at ABC in New York. It's like clam, clabbered chili, dill, fennel. I also include razor clams in here on the right. I'm including like all variations of everything on this tier list. I mean, clams are just, the flavor of a clam is so good. Well done clams. They're so versatile. You can do so many different flavor combinations with them. You can have them raw. You can have them. Actually, you can't have them raw. Don't have them raw. you can have them. They're just so good. I mean, clam pastas. You can. I don't know. Clams are underrated if anything. Super good and easy to cook at home. Oysters also okay. Here's the thing with oysters. Your average oyster is not going to be amazing. When I talk about oysters, I'm talking about oysters that look like this. It's like actual good preparations of oysters. On the left, these are from Dame in New York. This is a grilled oyster, a hollandaise grilled oyster. It's like amazingly good. And then over here, these are passion fruit oysters with basil. Like if you have an oyster with like proper techniques, like good ingredients and acidity and interesting flavor combinations, like oysters are like absolutely insane. They can be so good. I've had so many good types of oysters. Then we have squid. Squid, very underrated. Super versatile and easy to use. You can stuff squid. This is stuffed squid in like an Italian, like kind of chickpea and olive soup. Over here we have calamari, of course. Super good, right? You can deep fry squid. You can have the tentacles. You can use the rings in pasta. You stuff the bodies. Squid's so easy, so good. Like it sucks up whatever flavor you use it for. It's extremely inexpensive. It's like the cheapest thing in this entire list. It's just like, yeah, squid's great. Octopus, also underrated, but it's getting pretty popular. I mean, octopus is so good. If you've had good octopus, this is from restaurant El Born it's like a Spanish restaurant, like potato and like crispy octopus. You can like crisp it up. It's really good. You can have like an Italian soups like this. Baby octopus is another thing. Down here, it's like on pate. It's like, I think it's smoked over here. Octopus has like such a good flavor, such a good texture. Like when you crisp it up, you have the little suction cups. It's like such a unique kind of like crispy skin and then a really good like tender inside. Like octopus is crazy. Octopus is super, super good. And that's the end of the tier list. So that's my tier list rundown, guys. I hope you enjoyed.